That's it for you, then. Better luck next time.
They're all over. Run!
Scatter, children of dust! Scatter before the might of the Tuatha!
Stay away!
No child with dust shall escape.
Help! Anybody!
Up there, please help me! Please!
More mortal scum? No. You'll all die.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, Wait. It worked! By the tome, it worked! You're alive! You died. I don't know how or even where. But your body was remade in the Well of Souls, and somehow it worked. The well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you to Professor Hughes right away. He'll have questions for you. Oh, my. You don't know? Oh, perhaps the process damaged your memory. They are the Tuatha Daon, the enemies of all the young races. We've never seen them this far inland, not even during the invasion. I don't know why they are here. Hughes may have the answer to that as well. You must stay alive and reach him. Professor Formorus Hughes, the Well of Souls is his life's work. The Tuatha are coming into the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them. Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going! He'll be in his study on the ground floor of the tower. At least, I hope he's there. And safe. Oh, my. You don't know? We've never seen them this far inland. I wish I could tell you more. You showed no signs of life when we removed your new body from the well's waters. We just put it in the furnace room with the others. We would have never done that if we knew. The Well of Souls is just ahead. You'll see. And it works. It restores. There will be plenty of time to explain later. We've got to get going. Let me get this door. We can be on our way. Right this way. You go first. This is what they're after. Our greatest invention. The Well of Souls. Imagine an end to war. An end to death. one of the storerooms. See if you can find anything useful. Wait! Do you hear something? More to offer! You're going to need more than just that sword. That one had a bow. Get it? Archers up ahead. Best shoot them before they see us. It's over. Go, go! Daggers are deadly if you catch an enemy unaware. Their speed more than makes up for their size. More up ahead. If you can sneak up on them with your daggers, you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly.
Look at the mortal vermin scatter.
Cave blossoms only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems. Incredible! What are you? Completely covered the tunnel. Maybe you can use that staff to burn a path through. Not more spiders. Burn them. Burn them!
not one of them. Answer! Get alive! And who's this?
You're what the well
That's what I
spat out.
intend to find out.
I guess it could have
She
been
came
worse.
out of the well.
What? And she better get inside to see the old man. Quick! Before those twatha make another push.
This is where we part ways. Take whatever you want from this armory. We might have a few things that would fit. Just make sure you get to Hughes. We can hold off the Tuatha here. He's directly ahead, in his study. Just keep going past the top of the well. He needs to see you, right now. I'll see you on the outside. If fate wills it. Ah. Plate armor. Nothing protects quite leather armor is thin, but will give you the speed to reach an enemy's throat. Simple cloth frees your body and mind. That's why mages prefer it.
You've made it, and look at you, even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me, you must be terribly confused by all of this. I am Fomerus Hughes, and this is my laboratory at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing, the Well of Souls, the pursuit of immortality. And you're my first success. If we only had the time, there's so much we might learn from one another. Too much to explain right now. The Tuatha have come to stop my work, but I don't believe they know about you. Not yet. What's important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved here. I may not be able to save the well, but I can ensure that its only success is safe. Absolutely not. I've got my notes, but it's most important that you stay safe. It's just that you're... Wait, where are you going?
Fascinating. Simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow...
Yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what... Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have reached the lab! They're inside the
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly! Follow the path to the town of Gorhart. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive!
You brute! Tear this tower apart!
Thank Matharu, another survivor. Are there any more? I suppose that's a little bit of kindness from fate. May those still trapped inside rest peacefully. For Morris Hughes was one of the greatest minds of our generation. The Well of Souls was a dream that was almost too good to come true. This was supposed to be a nice, isolated grove. So much for that. Who knows why the Tuatha hate mortals? Who knows why the Fae do half the things they do? The well was a beautiful dream, an end to death, a cure to tragedy. It would have made war pointless. It could have saved. We should have known it was too good to exist. Now our friends have paid the price. Stay safe. We're...
Told them we needed more guards.
Another survivor? But were you one of the Professor's assistants in the downstairs projects? Did he escape with you? Not without the well, we can't. This is the only one, and the Hughes is the only one who understands how it worked. We all knew Fomerus was a genius. Guess the Tuatha weren't very pleased that it worked. Oh, you mean Agarth? He visits Hughes every once in a while. I never could figure out why they got along. You should be able to find him in Gorhart, just down the road, past the ruins. You can't miss it. We should be safe here. At least a little while.
I saw you fighting there. We could have used more of you. Did they really have a troll? I don't know how the Tuatha found us, but if they had a troll, it couldn't have been... Fate was kind to collapse that doorway behind you, or they would have chased us into the glade. They're technically a type of wild fae. Related to the fae of the summer, dangerous enough in the wild. The Tuatha also use them in their art. Hughes ran off, you say? I wouldn't worry too much. The old man's tougher than he looks, and he's always got a plan. We started building here when they found Prismere in the mines nearby. Never thought we'd see Tuatha this far out west, though. Fate weavers? Ah, charlatans! Hughes swears by them, but I'll be damned if I trust my future to some cards. Good luck out there. What are the Tuatha doing this far west?
I remember you. You're the one? When I saw you with Ensel in the well, I ran. But it wasn't because I was afraid. I was coming. The Well of Souls is bigger than just one gnome's. My contact pays well for information about its progress. But I don't know how the Tuatha found out. This has nothing to do with them. I never wanted anyone to get hurt. I promise you, if I knew who it was, I'd tell you. Sharing research is one thing, but academic sabotage is a crime. Thank you, thank you. Here, take this. It's the pay for my last report. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm going back home to Odessa.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old Fate Weaver, eh? Fate Weavers look at the great tapestry of fate. The threads will tell us how a life will unfold. But knowing the future and being able to change it are two very different things. Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. What a shame. He's probably dead by now. When he started his experiments here, he asked me if they'd ever be successful. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but its success would come on the day that Hughes was to die. The old man took it pretty well, honestly, although we did a lot of drinking after that. You really don't know much, do you? A Fate Weaver taps into the threads of fate and channels that energy through a focus. My order prefers cards. The cards are unique to each Fate Weaver, since we all see the weave differently. I suppose I could spare a little help, in memory of Hughes, or in celebration of his success. Whichever. You're the one. Then that means the cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. They're coming.
Time to die. Forgotten.
What? How? What are you? The threads of fate. I've seen them before, but you just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that? You just... Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. Come here. I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still... I promise not to tell you if I see your death. It's a gift. Some people paint landscapes, other people write poetry. I peer into the weave of fate's tapestry and see people's deaths. That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes. You're nervous. Relax. I'll be seeing your place in the pattern of destiny. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or... at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much... Fate's weave is always hard to see. It's in motion, hard to make out, but undeniably there. Yours is just... missing. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true... and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine. I can see the threads around you, but they're shifting, changing so rapidly. Normally the threads would guide my hand to the cards, and I'd use those cards to see your pattern in the weave. So either there's something wrong with me, and there isn't, or there's something very wrong with you. It could mean nothing, or it could mean everything. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings, but we should consult with Arden. He's not a friend, but he's got... I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower. That's just it. I don't know if you've got one, but that's why we're going to see Arden. He lives in a little hut to the east in Yulven. I'll meet you there. Once I was Agarth the Unyielding, the Blade of Avgrum. I wrestled the Colossus Priestess and declined knighthood by the High King of the Fae. I was a hero of men, but that wasn't enough for me. I joined the Fate Weavers, hoping to find a way to conquer destiny itself. Turns out fate is the... You can find Arden's little cottage in the middle of Yulven. He's a damned good Fate Weaver, but that doesn't make you very popular. Especially not in dark days like these. We are all threads in the tapestry of fate. Measured, woven, and cut according to Our title always was a bit. And when a Fate Weaver looks at your place in the weave, we see only the shapes of what you may choose to become. The Fate Weavers were once a great, unified order of sages from all the mortal races. But that power takes a toll. Nobody likes bad news. Now the old traditions are all but lost. And all I foretell is the fate of my beer. And I see it being empty soon. Hughes was always an odd one. Curious and determined, but he always knew what was important. He didn't worry about dying as long as he knew he'd get the well working. What could this all mean? Still here, huh? Can't quite decide. What could this all mean?
Of all the songs in halls of lore, there echoes none more grand than Olain's many feats of might, the pure and lady of the light. She is a knight of golden knot. She is the cure seeker, the conscience of the summer fae. She is the heart of spring, of day.
Everyone just stand back. The warden can't work when you're crowding so close. Go back to your business. Go on.
Greetings.
I don't care what you race. It's a tragedy whenever anyone's savage like this. Just look at the poor creature. She's been beaten to the brink of death. The Fae may be strange, but they certainly don't deserve this. It appears she was attacked with some manner of short blade, likely a dagger, although there's no way I can be sure. People simply stood by as she called for help. No one lifted a finger. Can you imagine? It's shameful. I don't know whether we possess the knowledge to treat such a wound. Frankly, I don't even know if I could save a mortal with such grievous wounds.
Oh.
Well, you're the only one. With all the troubles we've suffered in this village, people are weary of adversity. They'd rather... I'm going to suggest something a bit... untraditional. There's a Fae seek her wisdom. I would do it, but... I am a coward. That's the truth. Perhaps a Fae will know how to... She spends her days in the precipice overlooking the village. She doesn't think we're aware of her presence, but we most certainly are. Hope you stay in town.
Greetings.
Are you content to live among the lives of the mission? They look down their eyes at you. They laugh at your ignorance. The Fae... They are not our enemy. Only those who seek to poison us should be reviled. That includes...
Welcome to St. Odwig's perpetual mission. I would invite you in, but the Order has been too trusting in the past. We try to learn from our mistakes. Although, one never knows what might be a test of faith. You have arrived just when I am in need of aid, so perhaps Mitharu is at work. We at St. Odwig's have worked for years to establish a presence on this hill. It's not been without its challenges. The call of the Feylands does not fall upon deaf ears, and many of our youngest don't have the will to resist. Take Brother Egan, for example. 2 nights ago, Egan ventured past the walls to collect firewood and never returned. We must find him before anything happens. Mitharu be praised. His order reigns supreme. Brother Egan was last seen northeast of here, just off the road near the Fey ruins. Please find him. Perhaps then we can welcome you into the fold with open arms. Egan was last seen in the woods outside. May Mitharu protect you.
it's busy today. Pull up a stool, stranger. We don't have much, but what we have won't leave a hole in your pocket. Are you here about that Fey girl they found outside? All I know is what I've heard from others. They say that the fair folk possess... That would explain the beauty of these woods. Nice talking to you.
Welcome to Gorehart.
Beware. The Red Legion is about.
Yes? What could a mortal vagabond need with Casmaran the Eternal, messenger of the Fey folk? Speak! My time may be of the ages, but it is still precious. I'm new to the Feylands. Until I joined the mission, I'd never even left my home village. That's why I volunteered. I wanted to see the world. I want to visit the gardens of Issa, to meet gnomes and Alfar, to live. The Order of Mitharu was a good way to leave home, but I want so much more. Wait, Father Dinwell sent you, didn't he? Old fool. His path to power was too plodding, and now he wishes to slow me down too. I have new friends, Fey friends. They are named Finna and Arbos, and they have sworn to share their secrets with me and to gift me with true magic. In exchange, they want an ancient treasure buried in the caverns of Waterhall Down. I'll retrieve it, eventually, as soon as I, feel like it. Fine, if you want to be so noble, but don't expect any of the treasure. This is my key into a powerful new future, a future full of magic and wonders. Let's go. It is in the caves of Waterhall Down, a refuge for the wild Fae. See you later. Off to Waterhall. If we're going to press on, then I'll ask you to stay close. I have no courage to speak of. Honest. Ask Father Dinwell. Local legend says that the great Fey mage Armin the Clever retreated to these caverns to hide his treasures from mortal hands. Among them, the Selkie Vale. It sounds rather silly, doesn't it? I need a mage name for when I become all-powerful, for when my magic is so great that no... What about Abner the Visionary, or Malik the Nefarian? See you later. Glad I brought my sword. close.
What is this? Our little Egan has made a friend? I have a feeling this is going to be a problem. Obviously, anyone who has ever glimpsed a fae would know that. Unlike little Egan here, your head holds more than fantasies. The Feylands are such fertile ground for games. The inhabitants are so oafish you can fill your pockets with hardly any effort. Are you going to give us what's rightfully ours, or do we need to start a new game? My brother and I are always ready to play. You cannot cheat me, my friend. After months of thieving these woods, I think I know my curses. What's your decision? Then you'll have to pay for it with your life. You see, we have much invested in this deception. Blood, gold. No, we may be criminals, but we're an honourable pair. We worked hard for our prize, and now we mean poor choice. Besides, Egan was just an instrument, a tool, as I'm sure you discovered. He can be disposed of. Goodbye for good.
I didn't know. How could I? Before I came to Goreheart, I'd never known anyone outside my immediate family. You must think me a fool. And Father Dinwell... Come, let's return. See you later. Must we return to the mission? Although all of those things are quite frightening. Perhaps it is for the best. This new world is far more dangerous than I expected. Bye then. Keep up.
Great Mitharu, Egan has... As for you, you have done as I asked, and we here at St. Odwig's are forever grateful. Consider this meager reward a donation to your cause. It is just one, to be sure. It is only by the grace of Mitharu that Egan has been returned to us. I have been with the mission since...
your hollow gods keep you mortal. I am called Aerie. Your face is new to me. You're different from those in Gorhart. They amuse. Have you come to ask about the Tuatha? I can offer only what I know, and hope it will suffice. Yes, I witnessed this crime, although I did not recognize the one who perpetrated it. It is often the victim was Illuvia, but I knew her only by name. You must be hoping that I can offer advice, but I cannot. If she is meant for the Great Cycle, then so be it. However, I would be quite interested to find out whether one of my kind would benefit from one of your mortal remedies. I've always wondered. It will need to be powerful. Your delicate forms are far more sensitive than ours. In fact, it's astounding that you survive as long as you do. Perhaps your mortal apothecary can provide one. You can always create the potion yourself if you possess the skill. Farewell.
Beware. The Red Legion is about.
You there? Do you feel nauseous? Itchy? Have you noticed any blood? No, this situation could not be any worse. If the Red Legion is involved, then we could all be staring death in the face. What have I? I'm sure I have a vial somewhere in this cottage, but I do not have the time to search for it. I'm sorry. Why ask questions when you could never understand the answers? It's clear you're... If you must know, something of value has been stolen. Only my apprentice, Karth, and I knew of my work on the formula, but he's gone missing as well. I do not deserve such goodwill after what I've engineered. I'm not sure where Karth may have gone, but I knew that before he came to me, he found... Once you've ensured Karth's safety, you must learn what's happened to my formula. When you do, destroy it. Goodbye.
What is it? You made it. Just in time, too. Give me the potion. It will help, but it's not enough. Someone must go to the Fae and explain what happened here. One small misunderstanding and we'll no longer just be strangers to the Fae. We'll be enemies. I'm not sure yet, but this is bad. She's Fae. Even worse, she's a knight in the House of Ballads. Fae don't kill their own. So it must have been if the House of Ballads learns of this, the king will burn Goreheart to the ground. They see all mortals as we could go to the Warsworn and get an oath of protection, but that would require payment. We mustn't cover this up. But who do we tell? You're turning out to be very helpful, my friend. You have my gratitude. Rumor says that the House of Ballads has its headquarters not far from here, in Glendara to the northeast. Try to gain entrance if you can. It's east of here, in the meadows of Yolvin. The Feylands are a wicked place, crawling with creatures so strange you'll assume you're dreaming. Farewell.
Goreheart, it isn't right.
What you doing down here? Don't you know Agner Farhold is haunted? So, are you foolish or just stupid? Oh, I see. The Twisted Gnome has found herself a champion. How delightful. Nanny always was a fool. So immersed in her work that she failed to see the deception before her very eyes. The Red Legion has her formula, because I gave it to them. At this very moment, they are moving crates of it eastward towards the city of Rathir, where they will fetch a high price. Poor Nanny. So trusting, so pathetic. I'm sorry. I have no
Everyone in Gorhart is talking about the attacks. They say that the Red Legion is receding back into the It is all thanks to you. You found the formula and destroyed it. Now, you may think you understand the impact of this. You are a friend to this village and to me, Nanny Henry. Take this. It is not much, but it gives you an idea of my gratitude. Goodbye. You're welcome in my shop anytime. And please enjoy a discount on all services and merchandise. Goodbye.
war. Ugh. Finally, someone that looks like they could stand up to a moderate breeze. There's need for an adventurer such as yourself. Me and a crew are mounting an expedition to a new land, south of here. Glad that's done with.
Proceed no farther, mortal. You are not one of our kind, and the seat of Sir Sagrel will never be occupied by one. Hallam the White prepares the contest, and he must not be interrupted at this our time of greatest need. No doubt you speak of Illuvia, impetuous fool. I told her to avoid your settlement, to avoid Odorath altogether. I will chastise her appropriately upon her return. It is a loss, yes, but not the first unexpected event in this telling. What happened? Yes, I have noticed a growing number of humans in Dalentarth. It must be the... Oh, yes, your kind usually expects some form of trophy. If you would be so kind as to deliver this message. We mean the people of Gorhart no ill will. They have nothing to fear from us. It is to fill an unoccupied seat in the House of Ballads. This is not a mortal concern. If Hallam learns I told you, I am known as the Squire. It is my duty to assist the Chancellor of the House of Ballads in all of his many endeavors. The mortals in Gorhart believe they have established a permanent settlement, but they are set. Trees may be cut down, vines stripped away, but the forest will return. The storyteller leads us all in the telling of the great songs of the Summer Court. He administers our house, and only the greatest heroes of the summer may be counted among the Court of Enchantments. Gwenson, Belmaid, Farah, their glory unites all Fae in a common narrative. The House of Ballads is home to the Court of Enchantments, where our heroes congregate, and there are 3 main structures on the ground. The Hall of Accolades is where the finest Fae crafters offer their service. He was one of our most beloved knights, a Ballad's treasure. I can't bear to think of him dead. Now, I did not fear them in previous seasons. They were our allies, as important to us as the autumn is to spring. This new breed of mad fae has seized the Court of Winter in its grip. There can only be a summer and a winter. There is no other. I should not be seen talking to you. It isn't good for my reputation. I will be here.
Welcome to Goreheart. You made it. You're back. I was so worried that the Fae has recovered, thanks to your potion. In fact, she wishes to stay in the... Goreheart will be a new community, a place of compassion. And it's thanks to you. Please, bye now.
Greetings, stranger. I understand that you are to thank for my longevity. I'm in your debt. Our people have too long stood apart. Perhaps together we can change that. They are the greatest of us, lords and ladies of the telling. But I was never bound for glory in their reign. Like all Fae, I will take what I've learned from their experience and light the darkest wood. My story is their story, for the telling belongs to all.
Be careful in the forest.
Stay alert. Bandits are here.
Exciting, isn't it? A Fae living in the village like an ordinary person. Some excitement for a change. Nice talking to you.
Nice to see you.